Punch members, it's your trainer Damien once again coming to you from Punch Boxing for Fitness. I'm going to show you how to wrap hands. Today I have a male model. This is Eric. Eric basically has much larger hands. As you can see, he's a big dude. And I'm going to use two pair 180-inch hand wraps that are 2 inches wide and they have elasticity in it. I'm going to give him 2 pairs of hand wraps on each hand just so he has better protection. So let me show you how it's done. First we're going to do is take the loop and loop it around the thumb. I'm going to take the seam part onto the top of the skin. Unless it says this side down, you put that side down. So basically there's 3 parts of the wrist. One part of the wrist is, bend your wrist a little bit. So you have the wrist, then above the wrist, then you also have below the wrist, which is the top of the hand or the beginning of the hand or the bottom of the hand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at the thumb, seam down. I'm going to keep a little tension, not too tight, not too loose. I'm going to go across the top of the wrist, on the top of the wrist, once, on the wrist, twice, and I'm going to make sure I'm inching down, then to the bottom of the hand, which is the beginning of the palm. That's 3 times. I could go 4, I could go 5. It all depends on how thick his wrist is or how thin it is. Then I'm going to come around the thumb. And I'm definitely going to keep some tension here to get the full width of the 2 inches of the wrap. Right around the thumb. Not too tight, not too loose. You want to be able to get a little pinch. You want too much slack. Once I come around the thumb 1 full time, I'm going around the bottom of the hand again, 1 full rotation. Then I come around the palm of the hand, the top of the hand and the palm, through the palm, then I default back to the wrist, back to the top, right above the wrist, like I showed you before. Once around the top, now I'm coming around the top of the hand, to the outside of the pinky, under the knuckles, and right here, they have to keep these wide. You don't want them to close their fingers and resist. You want them to resist it. Keep it tight so that they have nice, strong foundation when they punch. Once around the knuckles, twice around the knuckles. Once around the wrist again, around the top, back of the hand, under the palm, back to the default on the wrist and around the middle. Come around the wrist 1 more time. Come around the outside of the thumb, the bottom of the palm. This time we're going to go around the knuckles again. I'm giving him extra support on the knuckles because he has issues where his knuckles need to be wrapped more. I'm going to give him 2 more wraps around the knuckles. I'm going to come back around the bottom of the palm, which is the top of the wrist, on the wrist, undo the Velcro, and come around the wrist for the 3rd time. And that's 1 hand wrap. The second one, basically going to start the same way I'm going to start. Keep his hand flat, fingers wide. Now we're going to end up going around the thumb. Okay. The seam is going to be down across the top of the back of the hand, back around the bottom of the wrist, on the wrist. Keep it nice and snug. Come around the bottom of the palm, come around the thumb again. Same way we started on the first one with the red wrap. Same thing with the black wrap. I'm just using different colors so you can see the difference. Now basically come around the back of the hand, under the palm. Now default back to the wrist, way up top again. You want the most support around the wrist and the knuckles. Now we're going to come around a 2nd time. Now come around the back of the hand, under the palm, hit the knuckles 1 time. Now we're going to go back default to the wrist. And come across the top of the hand through the pinky and the ring finger, under the palm, back through the ring finger and the middle finger, back through the palm, wrap around the wrist 1 more time. Come around the middle finger and the pointing finger and default back to the wrist, tighten it up nice and snug, and there you have a nice tightly wrapped palm. Nice, tight, and secure. Won't be much jingle. Should feel like a cast when you finish putting it on. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hand wrap for man, bigger man too. There you go. Over and out. See you later.